You're not causing anyone any misery or distress doing that. You know, so in actual fact, there's nothing wrong in doing that. And when it comes to the fact of being an artist, it is artistic in some way or other in order to be able to capture the images that you capture and do what you do, so therefore it is artistic and therefore you'll be seen as being an artist. Even when you're caught by the police, you know, there's not really much they can do apart from say get off. And even then they can't even take your camera off you or actually steal your camera because it's your property. If they take your camera off you, basically stealing off you. The security guard comes up to you and tries to take your camera off you, not forcing it off you, he's effectively assaulting you, you know. And he can't do anything. He can't even stop you running off and climbing over a fence and doing a runner. He couldn't stop anything like that, you know. So in actual fact, the law's in our favour, so to speak, really. So really, there's nothing wrong in what you're doing. It's just frowned upon as such, just like graffiti is frowned upon. But then again, it's becoming more and more acceptable, and I think urban exploring is becoming more and more in the public eye these days. You know, there's some papers that's been published recently in a small story in a paper by somebody, and I saw it and I was quite appalled because the guy was listing the places that he'd been, and I didn't think that was funny at all. I thought that was unacceptable. I mean, there are things that you have to do to get into places, you know, sometimes now you have to gain entry in some way, like climbing over fences and those, but you wouldn't really necessarily break anywhere in order to get anywhere. But it's just in order to basically get pictures of buildings that where people wouldn't normally see. I mean, even here, in this area around the town where we are at the moment, there's buildings here that are down just up the road. People will never see into them, you know, unless somebody goes in there and takes a picture and actually comes away with something no one had ever seen there. There's some writing in places in and around different cities around this country, like, you know, that, like, you know, some amazing architecture that's hidden away that people would never see otherwise, you know, from people like, you know, like what I do in my spare time now, you know, things like that. I help the street art community by taking photos, and particularly in what I do, I often get chances to take photos of street art being made by people who I know. I feel very lucky when I get a chance to do that and take a picture of my favourite artists who I never thought I'd even meet, let alone become friends with, doing art and doing the graffiti that they do, you know. I mean, I'm like into it, but, you know, when it comes to graffiti, I've got my, you know, one of my favourite, my first ever canvas that I got from my favourite artist. I've got it tattooed on my arm, you know, and no one else in the country as far as I'm aware has got a tattoo like that. There are some people who've got tattoos by other people that, you know, the same sort of thing that I've got, but not in that sort of way, you know. I remember when I first started, I used to be scared, I was quite worried about it and thinking what was going to happen, but that's half the enjoyment. You know, where you're going somewhere where you've never been before, you don't know who's in there, it could be anybody. It's different when you're on your own, you know, that's the point where it's like more worrying. If you're in a big group of people though, it's not really an issue, you know, you wouldn't really get worried at all. And it's quite enjoyable, you know. It's part of the excitement of doing it really, and getting in somewhere where you shouldn't be and nobody ever goes really. I think the most worrying, stroke scariest place I've ever been was like an asylum, where it was like so bad that you could fall through the floors, and that was quite spooky. Just purely simply because it'd been a place where people who were mad had been kept and stuff. But you know, once you've been in a few places, you get used to it, and it's not a problem. But I can see it and gauge it when you take somebody somewhere who doesn't normally go there. You can see the expression on the face, and they're quite spooked out by the whole thing of going in this building and derelict and stuff. And, you know, it's kind of funny, I think, sometimes. But once they go in more places, they become used to it. It's quite alright.